Hi everybody, it's Ed and Susan from edkendall.com. We thought we'd come out here on the patio since spring is coming. We've got a short, cool spell ahead. We're going to have to be real careful with our plants. The last freeze date officially in Arizona is February 15th. But we've gotten snow as late as February 21st here. So it's hard to be sure. We just got to start and see what happens. What are you up to, Ed?
Okay. Hi everybody. I thought we would spend a few minutes together with you folks and give you a chance to see what our thinking was and what motivated us to create these images, the stories behind them, and the story behind us too. I think it's important that you get to know us a little bit better and what kind of people we are, how we think, how we do things, because it's really important. I really believe that. So first image up I'm going to show off is one that a lot of you are already familiar with. I'm going to cover Susan up, sorry sweetheart. This is the Desert Rose. This is on metal, it's 36 by 36. The story behind this one, 10 years ago, I decided that I wanted to get back into photography again, and I picked up a cheap Nikon camera and went out and started shooting. And during that time period, I lost both my parents. And it was a pretty tough stretch of road. And I found that going out and shooting really helped me during this transitionary period and gave me something new to do. I also retired like a year later, and that's when I really got into it full bore. We've been retired, and we're going into our 8th year retired right now. But the story behind this one was, this was one of my very earliest shots that I ever took with that small camera that we had. And it was taken at Picacho Peak. It's between Tucson and Phoenix. It's out in the open desert. It was an evening, and there were some springtime storms. And we were just about ready to go home, because if you look at the clouds in the back, it was totally socked in. There wasn't much going on at all. So, all right, we started heading back over to the truck, and sure as we opened the door, here comes the light. Here's another fire drill, folks. Tripod's up, cameras on, setting set. It was my first real fire drill that I ever tried to do, and it's a miracle that this shot occurred. I mean, it was just, I think it was one of those moments where something is just meant to be. And it proved to me, if you just suit up, show up, and you do the work, that good things do happen. And this was one of them for us. It's a defining image in my career. Actually, it's a cornerstone image for me. It took me 8 years of learning processing and advanced Photoshop skills to bring it to this point where it is today, along with some of the more advanced software, editing software that's out there that allowed me to restore and bring back a lot of the original content in the original file that was shot that long ago. But this is my pride and joy. It sits right in the middle of our studio. I see it every morning, and it kind of brings a smile on my face. I hope it does the same for you folks. For you guys, I'm going to be starting to do more and more floral work now as we transition into the summer season here. We've decided not to go to Alpine this year. I think it's more of a transition for us. We're at the point now where we've been on the go now for 10 years, Susan and I. Last 7 years we've been gone for 6 months out of the year. And I guess we're getting to be a little bit more of a homebody, so we're doing more and more gardening around here. We're gonna have a really beautiful, hopefully, patio garden developing here in the near future, and it's going to give me all kinds of opportunities to expand and enhance my floral photography. I'm really looking forward to that. When it's 116 degrees outside and 35% humidity, you don't want to go outside, so I'm going to be indoors shooting, and I'm really looking forward to that. So any further ado, it's Susan's turn to tell you about her favorite image, and I'll hand it over to her.
Well, unlike Ed's fire drill to get everything set up to capture a shot, my picture of the bee on the cactus was taken in our own front yard, and it was early in the morning, and it was the second day in a row that I had been shooting this particular cactus that was blooming. The blooms only last for a few hours once the sun comes up, so I was out there just as soon as the sun would crack across the Superstition Mountains, and this second morning I ended up being late for work. I took over 1,000 shots of this cactus flower to get this shot. This was not staged, this is not Photoshop, this is the real thing as it happened. I never even noticed that little bug there until it was printed, or I should say until it came up on my computer screen. One of the things we discovered since then is that's actually an organ pipe cactus, and they call them a serious bloom or a night blooming cactus, and they get huge, absolutely huge. Not this big, but obviously it was pretty big. I'd say that bloom was, what, 8 inches,
Yeah,
10 inches,
good 8
something
inches,
like that.
yeah.
Huge blooms,
Yeah,
and it
huge.
still does that. But we've been gone for the last
7 years.
yeah, 7 years during the summer when these things are blooming in May and June. So we've missed out, and this year I hope to get some more shots. Hopefully it won't take 1,000 to get something I'm really happy with. We have here some flowers we're about to pot. I don't know if you saw our patio picture, but we've been just doing this whole patio. We've got seed starts going. We got a vegetable garden started. We have Ladybank's rose on our back wall. We have our aloe vera, which will be blooming. A couple of them actually are right now. So we're really excited to share all this with you as we continue our journey to photograph the things that we love and share them with you. Anything else, Edwin?
That's probably about it. In the next couple of weeks, now that the garden is starting to take shape, and the weather is still nice down here in Arizona, I'm going to be getting out more. We're going to be going out to the Superstition Mountains. I'll be doing some sunrise, sunsets out there, and I'll be doing some videos. You guys can tag along with us. And I'll be doing more and more floral shooting out here on the patio and in the yard. And again, we'll be doing a lot of reels and videos so that you folks get to see how it works, how we do it, you know, what it takes to make these images. And any questions or comments, we're always glad to respond. We want to hear from you folks, we really do. We're also going to be introducing a new type of art, and it's going to be Susan's pour paintings. If you've never seen pour paintings, it's a kaleidoscope of color, shapes, textures. It's really beautiful stuff. It's one of, you can never duplicate them. That's one of the things I think they're unique. And we're going to be heading in that direction. And I'm also going to be exploring other sub areas of floral work that I'll be revealing soon. And we may even do a couple surveys. We would love to know what you think. If you like it, what do you you like this, you like that? Yeah, we're all ears. We really want to know. So, no dogs today. they're inside the house.
They were just being too unruly and wrestling and carrying on.
And the young one likes to climb up in Susan's lap. So, yeah, no worries. They'll be around more. You'll see them more.
Yeah.
But thanks for taking the time to listen to this and watch this. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
And we love to hear from you. You'll have a great day, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.